Girls, how you doing? Let's do another pickacard. Today's going to be what are they doing? Wonderful. Okay, so let's have 2 pounds. Just let's go. So what is it doing? Yeah, good question. What are they doing? Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Pound number 1. What are they doing? 9 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Oh, mamma mia. They are tormented, to say the least. Oops. They don't sleep at night. They're very, they're wondering a lot of questions. They just don't know what to think. They might be a bit depressed. They might be down. They're doubting themselves. They're not in a good place. Plus, they're frustrated to add up to that. Plus, they think that you're out of the league and they think, well, there's no point. You know, I'm never going to get to that level. So I may as well just, you know, let it go. Not very positive. Okay, so damn. Okay, so let's have more information. Yeah, the Hierophant, you're meant to be together though, but they need to do some kind of work on themselves. Obviously they have to get out of that negativity altogether. They have to learn about themselves to find out why they find themselves in this position. It's a process. I think there's a feeling we have lately. I don't know if it's because we're entering soon a new year. We want to look at what we achieved this year, what we have done right and what we could do better. There is an idea of process at the moment in quite a few readings now. Yeah, because they know you are the person that is, you know, for them, the light at the end of the tunnel. They are stuck in a tunnel, not in a good way at the moment, but they know that you're very well balanced and they need to balance their emotion as well, okay? You are maybe as well too much like for them, you know, more like a god or goddess. And it's nice to put you on a pedestal, but sometimes that kind of like make you freeze because you think there's no point, I'm never going to get to that level. If they have a low self-esteem issue, which I think they do, that is not helping because they think that you are untouchable. And the thing is, it's true, you know, the star, you don't touch the star, you just look at them, they are unreachable. But you have to reach for the stars, right? Right, so yes, they are a bit conflicted. The King of Swords come out as well a lot at the moment. It's tormented because it's someone who is in pure contradiction. I have emotion, feelings, butterfly in the bellies, but at the same time I have that sword and I can be very cold and I can be hot and cold and I can be distant and I'll be harsh with my wording. You name it. It's conflicted within himself or herself because it doesn't have to be a male, obviously. So you know what I mean? So we're gaining, obviously, a bit of clarity. We were on 9 of Swords, so you have to go through the 10 of Swords, which is an enormous amount of pain. But then from that, they will know what they want, what they don't want. So they need to go downhill a little bit to actually understand themselves better and know where they stand. So yeah, they're slow developer because I think they've been hurt in the past, so they're very slow to move closer to the fire. Yeah, they miss an opportunity first time around. They're depressed, in my opinion. And maybe they think that you're gonna be like cutting them off because you may as well, you know, the King and Queen of Swords. It's fine, you know, but it's not easy to communicate between you two because one is protecting the heart and the other one is patient to a certain degree. But when comes that degree, then there's a point of no return, right? So there's a lot about the mind here. Yeah, but we have you know, an evolution, a progression, transformation. So good luck is on your side, and I think what's going to happen, they're going to finally get that movement forward, and they need to. One more, yeah, because they have a codependency, they have a toxic energy around them. It could be all kind of things, you know. It can be an issue with the mother, it could be all kind of stuff, but they need to clear that and become the emperor. So they have to go through the 10 of Swords. It's difficult, they give birth to themselves, but after that they will be absolutely fine. Beautiful. Okay, so let's have a major arcana for part number 1. What are they doing? But yeah, an idea of process at the moment. This is something in the air. Yeah, death, definitely. So the end of the way they used to be and the beginning of a new way. So you close a door, you open a new door. It's a transformation. It's quite radical because once you've done that, you do not go back to what you were. So at least what they're doing is heavy, is difficult, is challenging, but once they've done that, they don't need to do it again. Beautiful. So, pile number 2, what are they doing? The High Priestess, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. So they are the King of Wands, obviously. So they, that one as well is coming out a lot because it needs to be cleared. This energy cannot work anymore. I mean, this is so boring. Very superficial, but at the same time, I learned to appreciate the King of Wands is someone who trying to protect his heart as well, or her heart, because it can be, you know, male or female, no gender. But it's someone who prefer to be a social butterfly. So I don't do, you know, a depth. I don't get closer to anyone, so then I can't be hurt. But when the King of Wands meet the Queen of Wands, he becomes the King of Cups. And it's all about the feelings, but they don't really know how to handle the feelings. But they perceive you as someone at their level. You know, you do have King and Queen of Wands. Very powerful. The thing is, you already know all of this because you're the High Priestess. You've been through this many times. You had many lifetimes. You understand the process they're going through because you may have done the same thing many lifetimes ago, right? So you sit on it, you just know, okay, King of Wands, King of Cups, okay, fine, whatever, whenever you're ready, okay, because I know where you're going, so I have no concern. So you understand the nature of their process. Once again, you know, they're transforming into something new. Yeah, the timing has to be correct, and it's getting very much there. It's an idea of being at the same time at the same place. You are on a starting block together, so you can actually go on the same vibe. Yeah, you're meant to be, but it's a balance you need to find. It's about going piano, where the King of Wands normally is someone very impulsive, very, you know, spontaneous, doesn't really think twice, doesn't sometimes think at all. But with the King of Cups, that's a balance, okay? That's fine, okay? But the King of Cups is another issue. It can be on the fence as well. So you see what I'm saying, right? Okay, so yeah, they're watching you, wishing to be with you because they're transforming into something new, the King of Cups. How do I do that? I don't know. It's a lot of emotion. I know how to translate that. Yeah, it's an enormous amount of love. Love at first sight. I mean, the King of Wands meet the Queen of Wands. This is sparkle, absolutely. But it can feel like overwhelming, you know, like, oh my goodness, there's so much love here. Yeah, so they're gonna find themselves as a bit reserved, a bit timid, which is definitely not like the King of Wands. So what they're doing is they're adjusting to a new way, and they're a bit like childish because they don't really know, a bit timid this time. Not, you know, childish in the sense of not caring. It's an idea of like, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? Beautiful, very moving. Yeah, because they used to be the Page of Wands, and they used to kind of like not dealing with emotion. So suddenly they have all this emotion, they don't know how to handle it. Absolutely. So maybe there is a period of being in a cave for a while just to adapt to that new version of themselves. Fair enough, okay? But you're meant to be together. So you can meet, recognize each other, and then you have a pose. They go to the cave. You know, as a High Priestess, all right, whenever you're ready. And then you come back together. And this time you are a power couple. Beautiful. So at the moment, they maybe adjust themselves to the new nature of the King of Cups. Absolutely. But it's a lot of emotion all at once. It's a lot to take in, all right? So let's have a major arcana. What do we have? Justice. Yeah. It's about balancing the emotion. On one hand, they were a little bit too me. And on the other hand, they're like, I don't know what to do. I'm frozen. I'm what? I'm freezing. Don't know what kind of language that was. And so they have to find somewhere in the middle and do the right thing, right? Beautiful. So on this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.